Saturday, how much did it help your wide receivers?
It helps a lot. I mean, he's able to get us out of some trouble when we need it. It forces you not to have to be so perfect on everything. So it's nice, and we know that Josh back there has some legs, and so our scramble rules come into effect and things like that. So either way, whether it's Nate or whether it's Josh, we're going to go out there and do the same job we've been doing every week.
Speaking of the other Josh Malone, what has he done that's enabled him to contribute the way he has as a freshman?
I think having Jason Kroom, Marquez North, Alton Howard, those guys around him has helped him grow and mature. Daily habits. The daily habits for Josh are big. That's what's got him every week to get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. So that's what's enabled him to help our offense.
He struggled some early in camp, it looked like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What enabled him to work through that?
That's a credit to him. He was a 3 on the depth chart in training camp. I'm sure people realize that. And he climbed his way out of that by just being consistent, coming back every day. He was like Freddy Krueger. We couldn't kill him. He just kept coming back, which is what you want. And freshmen typically get down and have their roller coasters, and he just kept coming back and consistently getting better and better little by little. And he's still doing that, and I expect him to do that for the next 3 years.
What was his attitude when he saw himself at number 3?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. I'm assuming it was frustration, which is good. You need to fight some adversity, especially a guy that's never had to do that. He's been the one all his life, and to come in and it got a little hard for him, I think has really showed his true character and being able to fight out of that. It's good. It's a credit to him.
Does that get you guys maybe block a little better Saturday night, or were they a little
We
more
block great all the time, John. That's our deal. I've always said that we're going to be, we're going to try and be the most physical wideouts in college football, and we really pride ourselves on that. And that's not just a fancy slogan in our room. We want to do that. And I think there was some more perimeter plays, so we showed up more, maybe in the screen. I think people saw us at the point of attack more, but we're going to try and go out there and do that every game.
What'd you praise Jason Kroom for the game he played Saturday despite no catches? What were some of the things you saw from him on film?
I told Jason like this. The first time I saw him, I high-fived him and gave him a big hug. I said, you know what? You played one of your best games. Statistically, maybe it didn't show. And, Jason was frustrated because he didn't catch the ball. I want wideouts like that, though. He's not hiding. He wants the ball, and I love that about him. And he was in there on a ton of pass plays, but the coverage or whatever just didn't give him the ball. It wasn't scheme, it's just the coverage. But he was a game changer on the perimeter, how he blocked. And he was unselfish. Jason doesn't say a word. Was he frustrated he didn't catch a pass? Yeah, sure he was. They all want to catch passes in these games. It just didn't work out that way. But he was also the leading receiver at Georgia and Chattanooga and those things. So I can't say enough great things about him, how much better as a football player he's gotten. The football guys will shine on him. He'll get some more passes and some more touchdowns if he keeps working hard, but he blocked his tail off.
How did your guys respond to the sudden change of Josh Dobbs going in and playing versus Alabama?
You know what? No different. I always tell them it doesn't matter who's under center. We're going to go out there and we're going to play as hard as we can anyway. Now, I also told them, hey, we all know Josh can run a little bit, so some of these plays might break and he might scramble. So we got to be on top of our scramble rules and things like that. That's really the only thing that changed for us. And then also, hey, Josh is playing again. I know he played a little bit last year, but we also got to help him. We got to go help him through. And here you go, jog out versus Alabama, and it's tough, and I'm sure he had some nerves, so we had to help him out with that. So that was really the only thing I talked about different.
What do you see from South Carolina defensively?
Yeah.
South Carolina